Guys and gals, just a quick reminder before you watch this video, do not forget to subscribe for more content such as this, and if you do so, please click the little bell symbol right next to the subscribe button. You'll get notifications on your phone, on your tablet, and on your laptop for when you can get more content from this beautiful face once more. Hey everyone, Dave here with a vlog. I haven't done a vlog in a while, and I thought I would do it around this time because I got to put out some general content besides the live streams that I've been doing a couple of times recently. So first things first, I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, even though it's long after the fact. I think we're closing in. I think it's been about a week now since we've had Thanksgiving. It just went by so quickly for me, though, because in case you guys don't know, I work at Best Buy. It's a retailer, and of course, it's one of the busiest retailers around Thanksgiving/Black Friday season. So I'm completely gone. That's all I'm doing. Literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's work. However, I can't say I didn't enjoy myself, and it didn't have its fruits, its great moments. So don't worry about me too much. I did just fine, but I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend with your friends and family. And I also hope that you guys managed to garner some cool stuff, because I did to an extent, and I am going to be showing off exactly what I got right now. Well, almost right now, actually. Before I get to my Black Friday haul, as the screen entails, I wanted to also take this opportunity during this vlog to kind of ask you guys some questions and also kind of address some things going forward on the channel. As you have been seeing with certain gameplay footage and certain things that I've been doing in relation to, and I'm noticing I'm swelling an awful lot. That's because also another little development over the weekend, I got sick. Nothing too bad, but just really annoying. As a YouTuber, it sucks getting sick because it's more often than not, it's annoying above everything else, where I'm not exactly in pain. There's no fever, thank God. It was literally just a annoying cold, but it screws up your voice. It's practically impossible to do anything content related when it comes to speaking on mic, being on camera. It's just, it sucks. So do the math. Losing my voice and then having to do the Black Friday event at work is it was the worst from that standpoint. Energy wise, in terms of like being motivated and all that stuff, I was good, but just in my voice, I just could not talk. And of course, I knew that was not going to make for a good video, or let alone a good live stream. So I opted out from that. And that's also why I'm a little bit, I'm still recovering. My voice is thankfully back, but ever so often it gets kind of itchy, scratchy, dry. So in case you see me kind of swallow or do anything like that, that's probably why. But like that. The other thing, the second thing on the agenda for this vlog is, again, I kind of sound like a broken record at this point, but I want you guys to put in some feedback as to where the direction of my channel could go, because I've been thinking about my channel very, very frequently recently. And I've been also thinking about just the performance and what exactly it's been working and what exactly hasn't. I've noticed there's been some developments or influxes in views for certain videos that were actually kind of around for a while, such as some of the more tech-related reviews, like my reviews on some of the headsets, like the Logitech headsets, the recent HyperX Cloud 2 headset. That review wasn't exactly doing gangbusters, but then all of a sudden recently I checked it and I was like, whoa, 900 and something views, several comments, some people saying it was too long, and I gotta be honest, I admit it might be a little over the top being at almost 30 minutes for a headset review, but I like going in depth and in detail over certain things, especially very techie things like that, because I want you guys to know exactly the full extent of the product. However, I've also been thinking about the things that haven't been working on the channel. And the first one that comes to mind is, of course, the Best of Play series, a series that I was really proud of when it comes to working on it very, very hard, making sure that it flows very well, making sure that it's not too long. There's even some Best of Play episodes from Spider-Man, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and Red Dead that are only like 10 minutes long. They almost don't even break 10 minutes. There's actually a couple that from Spider-Man, I think, that are like 8 or 9 minutes. And I thought, okay, they're short. They're gameplay videos, but they're super short. They're chopped down just to the best and funniest parts of my playthrough of the game, with some editing here and there that can make for hopefully some potentially funny bits. And I pour several hours. Well, I wouldn't say several hours. I would say pretty much every video takes up about 3 to 4 hours to edit. Not consecutively, sometimes I take breaks, but just if I was to gather all the hours that I spend on the video, I would say that it's a good 3 to 4, maybe even a 5 hours, especially in some of the early ones. Whenever there's like a joke I make and I want to put in a reference where I have to track down the asset, whether it be a sound effect, a image, or even a video clip, and I have to like throw it in there. Yeah, that entire process takes a good like 3 to 4, maybe even 5 hours to just kind of put together, render, upload, then there it goes up. Only to get about 15 views, 10 to 15 views. Yeah, nobody's watching those. So I remember seeing some folks on YouTube, whenever moments like this happen where I get really discouraged to want to continue a set. And honestly, after noticing how that's been happening with the recent Best of Play videos that I've done, it really reminded me very hard of my very failed podcast-like series, The Dark Spider David Show, where I was doing like a weekly or semi-weekly show where I was in front of the table here. I would break down some of the latest news that was going on in movies, games, TV shows, all that stuff, and also talk about some questions and stuff like that, like some comments that I'm receiving on the channel. And yeah, that did not perform well. Of course, I think that would perform a little bit better if I was to do it in a live stream format, especially now with the good internet I got. So who knows? Resurrection maybe, but judging by just how the Best of Play series has been doing, I don't know about that. So final call. I guess I'm using this vlog to announce that this is the final call on the Best of Play series, meaning that I am asking you guys right now, from the bottom of my heart, do you guys want to continue seeing the Best of Play series? I still have quite a couple, I want to say a couple more videos, or I have enough footage for at least 2 more videos of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 2, maybe 3 more videos if I was to rip some of the live streams that I did for Red Dead 2, 2 to 3 more videos for Red Dead 2, and then I think maybe about 3 or 4 for Spider-Man. I actually captured quite a bit for Spider-Man, primarily because I think I got 1 or 2 more traditional ones, and then I went ahead and right when I beat the game, I actually captured my reaction to the ending of Spider-Man. Do you guys want to see that? And it's on webcam, so it's not just mic, but it's also on webcam, so you see my full reaction, my full 3-dimensional reaction to the game's ending there. So, do you want to see that? Do you want to see more Best of Plays? Because in order to have some kind of feel for finality, I really do want to wrap at least Red Dead 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Spider-Man. Those are the 3 main games that I'm doing Best of Plays right now. I have yet to figure out if I'm going to do one for Fallout 76, but knowing just the way things are going right now with Best of Play, like I said, it's not getting the views, and I remember watching some videos on YouTube from YouTube experts, people who made it, saying, hey, look at what works, look at what doesn't, continue doing what works. What doesn't, you're going to have to trim it because those are wasted resources. You need to focus all that energy and all that attention on what's working, and I'm trying to decide if that's something that I should do and really go forward with. So only you guys can decide that. Please post in the comments, guys. Do you want to continue seeing Best of Play? I enjoy editing it all together. I love watching the final products, but I want to make sure that I'm creating content that works best for you guys. So please voice your opinion in the comments. Best of Play, yay or nay? Or do you at least want to see me finish the remaining videos and then from there just go over to live streams of gameplay with various games that are coming out? All right? With that said, let's go ahead and check out what I got for Black Friday / Cyber Monday. So I dare say that I even kind of surprised myself knowing that this is really about it for what I got myself for Black Friday / Cyber Monday through a variety of deals, mostly ranging within Best Buy, a couple from some other stores. Actually, I don't think there's really not that many stores. But yeah, this honestly all that I got. So starting off with the Switch games, primarily because they're the ones with the smallest cases. And if I put them in the middle, I feel like I'm holding an uneven sandwich. So let's do the Switch games first. All right, so let's break it down here. Number 1, and I think it was one of the easiest buys that I noticed during my Black Friday shopping, primarily online, was Bayonetta 2 on Nintendo Switch. Ever since it was announced and released, this was one of my must-haves for the Nintendo Switch because I never played any of the Bayonetta games. I missed Bayonetta on the PS3, I missed Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U, and this is the perfect package, knowing that it's Bayonetta 2 ported over to Nintendo Switch, which is a portable system so I can play it whenever I want, however I want. But also it comes with a digital code for the original Bayonetta, so you're actually getting 2 Bayonetta games in the same package. Normally, this thing is at a full retail $60, but during Black Friday or the Black Friday events, it wasn't exactly Thursday or Black Friday, it was more like that bottom half of the week, it was down to $40. Not the biggest sale per se. I mean, it is $20 off, and since you're getting 2 games, you can kind of split it down the middle that you're getting $20 each, one game for $20 each. But considering it's a Nintendo Switch game, it's a miracle that it's on sale at all. Unfortunately, during Black Friday, my remaining days of Gamers Club Unlocked for Best Buy didn't work at the time, so I had to settle for that full $40. But I was proud to say that my Gamers Club Unlocked did work for these next 2 games that I got for the Nintendo Switch. And I'm also hoping that Games Club, as well as me purchasing the games in the first place, do not go in vain, because I'm a little dubious about these games as to whether or not I'm gonna like them. But at least they'll make for some great content on the Switch, and hopefully for some streams in the future. Mega Man X Legacy Collection and Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 Double Pack. This was normally $40, went down to $25, and with my Gamers Club that worked on Cyber Monday, not on Black Friday, got it for $20. Pretty good deal. As you can see, there's my little pickup sticker right there. Never been a huge Mega Man fan. That's not to say that I never had anything against Mega Man. It's just that he was just not the guy that I was playing where everybody else was. I was more over on the Mario side with Mario Brothers on NES, Super Mario on the SNES, that we didn't really own, but I would play every so often, like at my cousin's house or my family member's house over in Mexico. They had a Super Nintendo, so we would play Super Mario World ever so often, and then of course the jump over to 64. Mario was the main guy. So Mega Man, Crash Bandicoot, those guys, I didn't exactly grow up with them as much as everybody else did. But I feel like for the amount of value you get for $20 and you get like 8 whole games, 4 of which are revered by so many Mega Man fans, and the other 4 are like, well, they're there. It's definitely at least a good chunk of content to actually still have on my Switch, so that whenever I need to spend some time playing a game, at least I got that. The next one also kind of falls in that similar category, and that's going to be, if I can find it here on the other side of my mic, is going to be Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, a port over from the original Monster Hunter Generations game. And this one is a bit tricky because I feel the way about it the same way I feel about Mega Man, where I wanted some content to be found on my Switch. And this is definitely the type of game to do that, because Monster Hunter is all about wasting time. It's all about going through the same routine of going out, hunting down monsters, gathering and crafting gear from their materials, and then forging new weapons, new armor, so that then you can take on even badder monsters. And ultimately, it feels satisfying. And I know this firsthand because I played at least 90 to 95% of Monster Hunter World. And when I say 95, I don't really mean 95. I just mean like the majority of the story. I'm on the cusp of beating the story, but that's where my only little worry with purchasing this game, which was, again, also moderately reduced. Usually $60 at full retail price, but it went down to $35 for Black Friday / Cyber Monday. On Cyber Monday, I managed to sneak in my Gamers Club Unlocked, got it for $28. And the reason for why I'm a little trepidatious as to whether or not that was a good deal was because Monster Hunter World also led to many rage moments for myself. So I am not entirely sure if I'm subject to doing that to myself again with a game like Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch, knowing that it's going to have its occasional moments where the difficulty spike just goes like that, and I just don't know exactly how to work myself around the game. Wish me luck. Next is, again, shockingly, my only PS4 game. I only purchased one PS4 game this year on Black Friday / Cyber Monday, and it is the game that I was waiting to go down in price for the longest, considering that the new one is out. And usually when the new one is out, the last one gets reduced significantly in price, but this one took a goddamn while. And I don't know if it's because we're in the new generation or Ubisoft is thinking so mighty of themselves, but it is Assassin's Creed Origins. Yeah, never bought this game before, and I knew that I needed to wait until the preceding Black Friday to get it down to a cool $20. Why? Because right now behind me in a box somewhere, I have Assassin's Creed Unity and Syndicate still in the cellophane. Unity and Syndicate are still in the cellophane. It's also the reason for why I did not opt to buy Assassin's Creed Odyssey despite getting so many Game of the Year accolades this year for $28. Because it went down to $30 on Black Friday, it went down to $35 on Cyber Monday, but my Gamers Club worked. I got it for I would have gotten it for $28. But I didn't, knowing that if I buy it, it's just going to sit back there in the cellophane, and by the time I get to playing it, it's going to go down on an even bigger sale, potentially. And I'll be kicking myself in the ass. So that's why I had to restrain myself, pull myself back, and not pull the trigger on it, and instead opted to at least spend $20 on Assassin's Creed Origins. And that's what we got right here. Looking forward to playing it, but the Assassin's Creed games are just like those games where if I'm in the mood for it, I'll crack it open, pop it in, there you go. As I mentioned, I still got Unity, Syndicate. I feel like I'm missing one, but I think that's really it. Unity and Syndicate. I played all of them except Unity and Syndicate. Yeah. And then we got Origins, and then later on in the future, possibly Odyssey, once it goes down in price. Even though I heard that it's really quite worth it. It's one of the Game of the Year nominees, which is rather surprising for an Assassin's Creed game. But they say it's actually genuinely that great. Too much on my hands right now, gaming-wise. Next up are 2 Xbox games. Definitely want to give myself some excuses to jump back over to my Xbox, because even though I'm mainly a PlayStation guy, I'm not against, jumping over to the competition, seeing if they got some cool games, especially when some of these are actually exclusive. Well, one of them is exclusive until next month, I think. Next month, the PS4 version comes out. And the other one is for sure an exclusive no matter what. And they're both kind of in the same category of the type of games that they are. But not only did I want to add some content over to my Xbox to continue popping it open and making sure that it doesn't collect too much dust, but also I feel like these are 2 perfect games to play on streams and make for some good, decently watchable content. So first up is State of Decay 2. Right there, I almost dropped it. State of Decay 2 for the Xbox One. I've heard many things about it where it's all about just going out into the world, running into players, and then just trying to defend yourselves from zombies and survive. And honestly, for the price point of $15, I figured, you know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. And jumping over to the YouTube live streams or twitch.tv, this is going to make for some good content. The same exact mentality applied to the next game that I also got for $15. Yeah, guys, I did it. This here PUBG. Now, this is the official edition. This is not the game preview edition. This is the actual supposedly finished game that comes with all the patches and all the things that make up the complete game, as they continue to include in-game content, which this game happens to have exclusive versions of. And this is the game that I mentioned is going to be coming to the PlayStation 4 next month, which makes you wonder, David, why couldn't you just wait to play it on PS4? Again, for $15, it's not a bad buy. It's the full game. It's not the game preview edition. And again, it gives me an excuse to jump over to the Xbox, pop open PUBG, jump into the craze, and see what it's all about for a discounted price. And at the same time, it's one of those go-to games that I can just jump in. I don't have to worry about a story. I don't have to worry about anything else except to see just how long I can really survive, and hopefully provide some humorous content on a live stream of some kind. And that's it for the games. That's it for the games. I did, however, pick up a couple of 4K movies. So we got, and most of these movies I already watched, but I really wanted to have them in the 4K format. Kingsman, Secret Service, favorite movie of 2015. Spider-Man, Homecoming, one of my favorite movies, if not my second or third favorite movie last year. I think. I'm blanking out right now a little bit, but I don't know. But definitely it was in the top 3 for sure. And then my favorite movie of 2010, if I'm not mistaken, and one of my favorites of the recent generation, Inception, from Mr. Christopher Nolan in 4K. Yeah, buddy. all discounted from their usual retail price. And that really about does it for at least this stack right here of Black Friday, Cyber Monday goodies. I did pick up a couple of other things, most of which were actually directed towards my girlfriend. It was Flash Season 4 and Supergirl Season 3 on DVD, usually $40, went down to 10, practically a good steal. And then the complete box set of Sex and the City. For my girlfriend, just to make that clear. Wouldn't have done it if it wasn't marked down from $150 down to $40. Kind of needed to happen. What have I done? But back to me, because that's what's important. I also bought some digital games on the Switch. On my Switch, I went ahead and added to my collection digitally through a Cyber Monday, or they called it Cyber Deals sale that they were having on their eShop. They had Sonic Mania, discounted a good $5. Dead Cells, discounted $5. And then I added an additional $5 discount with the gold points I actually had saved up that the eShop has. So I was actually able to redeem those and get it for $15. Dead Cells and also Celeste, one of my games that I've been wanting to play for a good while. I found it on a discount and was able to apply an even further discount with those gold points, and I got myself Celeste. And I can finally feel certain that I'm going to play that before Smash Bros. Comes out, so that therefore I can have a very firm count as to what's going to make my top 5 games of the end of the year. And I'm looking forward to playing Celeste, also another Game of the Year nominee. And I think that's really about it. So yeah, with Celeste, Sonic Mania, Dead Cells, and I could have sworn there was another. Oh, Undertale. That's another one that I've been waiting to see go on sale for the Switch. I wanted to get on physical media, but that never happened. I realized it was actually so much cheaper digitally, and along with a stacked sale from that eShop sale, garnered that. So those were my additions to my Black Friday sales event. This, along with those digital games on the Switch. But what do I have over here? There's actually one more thing that I got right at the very end of Cyber Monday. Give me a second. See if I can hold this with one hand so I don't reveal it too soon. Bring back the mic. All right. Oh. Oh yes. Oh, yes. Buddy. God of War. Collector's Edition. Now, David, why the fuck would you get this? A whole 7 months after the game came out. And I already played it and beat it. I didn't 100% it, but to each their own. Well, that's because out of all the retailers, GameStop? Like GameStop? Like mistreating their coworkers GameStop? Like scratching the discs and throwing them in the dumpster GameStop? Yeah. Yes. At GameStop. Normally, $110, $120 for the collector's edition of God of War here. Yeah. How about $60? $60. So it's $60 for this, and then an additional, I think it was $35 for the game when I first bought it back in April, because I still have Gamers Club unlocked at the time, obviously, and I also used, I think, a $10 certificate or $15 certificate, something like that, on that game that I had saved up. So that was like, what, $35 for the game day one, plus $60 over here. That's $95. That's technically still $15 to $20 for, if we throw in some tax, $15 to $20 cheaper than how much this was going for on release. What does this mean? Well, this means that I now have 2 copies of God of War. Before you ask, can I give it away? Gotta be honest, I have a potential brother-in-law. He still doesn't have a PS4. It would make for a very welcome housewarming gift to get him that God of War copy. So, yeah. But considering that so far God of War is my second favorite game of the year, this is definitely warranted. And yes, I'm still in the process of getting the collector's edition for Spider-Man. As soon as get myself a little bit more monies, I gotta be a little bit more resourceful here. But last time I checked, I can still pull some strings over at work to be able to get that puppy shipped. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But there you have it, my whole Black Friday haul for 2018, or Black Friday Cyber Monday haul for 2018. So now I throw it over to you guys. Feel free to make a video, tag me in it, link me with it, or simply just go in the comments below and list all the goodies that you guys managed to harbor for yourselves during the Black Friday Cyber Monday weekend. Please let me know what kind of deals you guys got, and of course, how you spent your holidays with the people you cared about, and was it fun? All that good stuff. Let me know. I want to have some interactivity. Also, make sure you like and share this video, and of course, do not forget to answer the questions I mentioned at the beginning. Do you guys want to continue seeing Best of Plays? Do you guys want to see the Best of Plays of me reacting to the Spider-Man ending from way back in September? Please, only you guys can decide what kind of content goes on this channel, at least up until, while I'm still posting content on this channel, because if things just don't work out, then maybe twitch.tv is where it's going to be at with the live streams. Who knows? Just food for thought. Until then, though, feel free to subscribe for more content here on this channel, and do not forget to hit the notification button as I continue to mention, so you guys can know when a video goes up, because YouTube done goofed. YouTube keeps them goofening as of late. So make sure to do that. I'll catch you guys all on the next one. Take care. I guess this is really how the suit kind of looks here on camera. I'm actually rather surprised that my scissor boom stand for my mic was able to extend this far up. So hopefully I'm coming across fairly clearly into the mic. But this is the Zentai 7 Plus Lycra unisexual suit in action on my body. And it feels really hot and really sweaty.